Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Since Chip and Joanna Gaines are so kind, amiable, and endearing, we have known them for years because to their new Magnolia Network show and their well-liked house renovation series Fixer Upper, the adorable Texan couple has become a major comfort television staple. Some things about the two celebs could surprise you, even with their well-known love story and adorable family often making appearances on their programs. In today's video, we will see things about Chip and Joanna Gaines that makes you speechless. At the end of video, I am going to reveal why she doesn't have a TV in her house. So watch this video till the end. Let's get started. She is partly Korean. Joanna's mother, Nan, is completely Korean, while her father, Jerry, is half German and half Lebanese. He was living abroad when they met in Seoul, Korea, during the conflict in Vietnam. According to Joanna, they showcase a model of love, perseverance, forgiveness, and respect for one another in spite of their numerous differences. After 3 children and 47 years together, they remain together. Joanna started her early career in TV advertising. Joanna Gaines has made television appearances before joining HGTV and pursuing a career in house design. The TV celebrity made appearances in advertisements for her father's firm. The family of Gaines relocated to Waco, Texas, while he was a junior in high school from Austin. Jerry Stevens Firestone, a Firestone tire brand, was founded by Gaines' father in Waco, Texas. Gaines was more than happy to produce a commercial to satisfy the company's marketing needs. Although they attended the same school, she and Chip were never in the same class. Joanna received her bachelor's degree in 2001 from Baylor University in Waco, Texas. She graduated with a degree in communications, but you would have assumed she had a degree in design. Although her spouse, Chip, received his degree from Baylor in 1998, the two never had the opportunity to interact. Their car brakes were the link that held them together. It wasn't until Chip returned to her father's auto repair shop to get his brakes fixed that he really got to know Joanna. It so happened that Joanna was at work. We hit it off right away when we first met in the waiting room. He exuded charisma and had a genuine grin, she said. Joanna laughed at Chip and became passionate. Chip was instantly enamored, but Joanna took many months to trust. At first, I couldn't believe how kind Chip was. He had kind eyes and made me laugh a lot, she said. He eventually won her over, but initially she was cautious. I knew he was the one because I knew I could trust him. Months passed after their first date before Chip responded to Joanna. Chip made a huge dating mistake by not contacting Joanna for almost a month after their date. Also, he could win a bet with his buddy. In the novel, The Magnolia Story, claims Chip, "I'd bet with John to see who could hold out the longest before calling our dates back. John gave me $50 and I really needed that money. I didn't call for that reason alone." Waco was the place they got married. The pair decided to be married on May 31, 2003, at the historic Earl Harrison House. Joanna said that the Greek Revival house looks an awful lot like the place we had our first date. Even though Joanna picked a shimmering ball gown with ruching at the waist for her wedding, these days she's more likely to be seen wearing a gray t-shirt or blue button-down. After staying in a motel for a few years, they called their first child Drake, and shortly after began renovating houses. Soon after being married, the pair set to begin on their first project together, remodeling their own house. Joanna posted about the meeting on Instagram, stating, "It smelled bad and it was dumpy." To today, when people ask me what was the best house we have lived in, we always go back to this tiny white 800 square foot home. A leaky houseboat led them to appear on HGTV. Following their purchase, occupancy, renovation, and flip of over 6 homes, Joanna began posting her own blog updates about their experiences, which gained a lot of attention very fast. Before they knew it, an HGTV producer had gotten in touch with them and dispatched a team to Waco to see the two in action. With Chip, I was terrible, Joanna remembers. The group was about to pack up and go home when the leaking houseboat arrived, so they ended themselves stranded on video. Joanna had no idea that Chip had ordered a houseboat online and planned to move the kids in and use it as a temporary home. The event angered Chip and terrified Joanna, and their genuine responses led to the creation of the now famous and adored program. Joanna prohibits talking on a phone while eating. Many individuals find it difficult to concentrate on their loved ones because of technology. iPads, cell phones, and other technology often come in the way of spending valuable time with one another. Because of this, Joanna makes sure that using a cell phone while dining is prohibited. In a blog article, she expressed her preference for meaningful communication between all parties. These leather pouches hung from the ceiling and were used as a place to hold mobile phones while people were eating. Joanna elaborated, saying, "At our place of residence, we kept phones away from the dining room table so that we are able to concentrate on each other and our conversations at the table." Despite attending the same college, Chip and Joanna never met contact with one another. Even though Joanna and Chip Gaines had only attended together for one semester in the fall of 1998, they were both students at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. Joanna graduated from communications that year, while Chip received his degree in marketing. Even as a college student, Chip's reputation as a serial entrepreneur grew. He launched many minor enterprises, including several landscaping firms, a pay-per-use washing service, and an explosives store. 3 years later, the two began dating instead of attending the same school. Her home is free of a television. It's interesting to note that Joanna Gaines, a TV personality for the most of her career, doesn't own a television at home. Though they have nothing against television, she and her husband have made the decision to be very strict with their 5 children. The students got to watch television in addition to being told ahead of time that they would get their first smartphones till they enroll in college. They do have access to an iPad, however, Gaines makes sure they only use it when they earn it. Despite their best efforts, she and her spouse are unable to naturally entice the children to use the iPad. Joanna's business was first Magnolia Market. Joanna initially operated Magnolia Market alone, but Chip and Joanna are now recognized as the company's owners. She owned the store before she married the couple in 2003. Chip was concentrating on expanding his renovation company, with Joanna helping him here and there. Chip, however, supported his wife in her effort to launch a company. She pays nothing for upgrading. Furthermore, HGTV doesn't. Rather, every pair on the program covers the cost of their own furniture and any damage on each episode. This implies that everything, including the carpets, rows, and other items Joanna uses to spruce up the bathroom, is taken down when the shoot is over. I hope you enjoy the video. Stay tuned for the next video. Kindly subscribe to our channel.